hello, everybody. To another edition of Western Cinema Sunday. Today's feature is The Wild Bunch from 1969, uh, starring William Holmgren and Ernest Borgnine. Uh, we're in for a doozy. The runtime is two 2 hours and 24 minutes, I believe. The link for the screen room is in the chat. Uh, I see we have, of course, with me as always is deleted scenes, and right now I have gorillas with random thoughts. Join me and hello, words with pictures, and yeah, we the on the second trilogy samurai. Maybe we can do that this week sometime, or but yeah, we'll get to it. We can get to it since watch. I heard that the second one's more action in the second film. So yeah. How is everybody doing today?
We're good. Doing better than
And
we'll be tomorrow.
and a firm handshake to you. I love food. All right, let's load up the screening room. Oh, okay, that one's issues there. All right, there we go. Let's get started with the feature, and away we go. Wait.
From 1969. And if you got anybody who's watching on Cosme, if you have any kids with you, you might want to keep them away for this one. It gets a little intense.
Oh yeah.
My kids are already distracted, so.
And right away, we see our lead characters.
They're putting scorpions and fire ants.
Yeah.
Nasty children.
It goes to show how violent even the children in this movie are. And
Yeah.
there's going to be another.
They're having fun
There's-
with the. Sorry.
Yeah. There's going to be another child later on that's going to do something rather despicable, but we'll talk about him when we get there.
Yeah. Well, when you're a kid, wouldn't you play with fire ants?
I'm worried
No.
about them playing with those scorpions, but yeah, a sting from or a bite from any of those is gonna be pretty painful. Those are fire ants.
But here's
That's
the
one of
thing.
those. Call it lessons learned.
Yeah. Because you see, when
they're
I
laughing.
was
They're laughing and giggling at the scorpion's demise.
Yeah. You see, what happened when I was real little, I fell into a fire ant bed.
Oh,
and
God.
bed actually quite a number of times. And ever since then, I see a fire ant, I'll just stay away from it. I get the ant killer out right away.
Yeah, so that's lessons learned.
And here's the interesting thing: is a lot of the actors who are in this movie were well known for doing westerns, but this isn't just the shoot the bad guy in the hand and kiss the girl and ride out of town kind of a movie. This is a it earns its R rating. Let me just put it that way.
Good, because I don't like movies that they have to have an F or an R rating because it got 2 F-bombs in it.
Yeah.
That's PG-13 to me.
Well, they actually had to re-edit this movie a number of times to keep it from getting an X rating for violence at the time.
Oh, how the times have changed.
At that time, it's still a hard R, but
Music by Jerry Fielding.
Yeah. Who, if I remember correctly, also did some of Clint Eastwood's early movies, directorial projects. And here's our outlaw bunch disguised as army troops.
Yep. They clearly don't make movies like this good anymore.
The introduction of Robert Ryan as Thornton, and he was once part of the bunch, and now he's chasing after him.
Dad.
Just a second.
Sam, directed by Sam Peckinpah.
Yeah.
Is it playing well for you? Words with pictures.
Dad.
Chill Malayan chicken pineapple curry. Somebody's audio is bleeding through.
It's interesting how these guys were so cocksure of themselves. A second are all kind of pissing themselves. This poor guy gets shredded.
Yeah, it is brutal. Poor civilian. Wrong place, wrong time. Civilians are getting wasted left and right here. Bad day to be a civilian in this town. I'm going to have this song stuck in my head.
And you have that moment there where Thornton gets to drop on Pike and pretty much doesn't take the shot. He, or if he does, he waits maybe a little bit too long. That kind of gives you the idea that there is some backstory there.
Damn, this is a brutal scene here. All this for a robbery. All this for a robbery. And we go back to the scene of the kids torturing the poor scorpions. Now they're burning them.
The other thing you'll notice in that scene is that all of the members of the Wild Bunch who were left behind for dead in the town were all shot by Thornton, and everybody else was killed by the posse. I mean, except for the guy who got the shotgun blast in the face soon. The one time in the whole movie where anyone apologizes for freaking anything. Then it's not quite over yet.
Damn.
Your notifications blowing up today too, Bill?
Yeah. It's funny how Twitter just all of a sudden somebody just keeps on posting and they post it everywhere, and you get boom, they just keep coming in.
That's the thing about this movie too. Another good thing about it is that well, I'll take care of those messages during the boring part. There are no boring parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's near 2.5 hours long, but it moves like a rocket ship. It throws you into the mix right away. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh Yao. Sorry. No one's going to get that. I'm old. Of course, I was born like 4 years after this movie was made, so yeah, I got some. I'm almost as old as it is.
Yes, you're right. Words with pictures. What the aim of the show is to give the audience a real experience of death and gunfights in the West. That's right.
And I Love Food says are like the original Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
They kind of are.
Yeah. Well, hence the name, the title, Wild Bunch. They don't give two F's about anything. Just the money and the robbery.
Yeah.
You know.
They live in a world that's kind of passed them by. And they're trying to hang on to this old West, outlaw lifestyle, and modern day is encroaching.
They're modern day pirates, if you will.
Yeah.
We'll plunder. We'll do what we want because we're men. We're banditos.
And here's Edmund O'Brien, who plays Spike. Had a long and storied career. This was actually the first movie I'd seen him in, and then got a chance to go back later and see some of his films, like the original DOA. Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah.
Virgin Pictures is out of time, a bit like Blackthorn in the film we watched about the miners' money. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very much so.
Washers. They were set up.
Set up from the start.
Yeah. I do remember this film. I think this is one of the movies that made me fall in love with Westerns. Yep.
People often call him Tim.
Oh, that's quotable, that line right there.
It's a movie that's got a lot of great lines.
Yeah.
Perfect cameo Western character. Yeah, Edmund O'Brien is not in a lot of this movie, but damn, he makes every scene he's in count. Oh. Yeah, because the kid's just as crazy as you are.
Well, one of those guys, Sergeant Holka from Stripes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Warren Oates. Yeah.
Yeah, Sergeant Holka, our big toe.
No, not Luger's Words and Pictures, 45s. Well, I'm the Germans later on, I think, probably have Lugers, but I don't think either of these guys do. Bless you. And, Ernest Borgnine, he plays a character named Dutch Ingstrom, and he's probably my favorite character in the movie. He's kind of the quintessential sidekick, isn't he? He's the ride or die, you know,
Yeah.
out of all of them. Because everybody kind of goes off on their own tangents, but not Dutch. He always has Pike's back through the whole movie.
It looks like a personal. That's an excellent point. Words with words and pictures. The fire in the background burning down leads to the last scene. Mm-hmm. Were you expect it to be cold?
You think the horses would be running off by now?
Yeah, that plan didn't go so well, did it?
Well, the leather broke on the one of the footrests on the saddle.
Mm-hmm. This is all stuff that would be cut out of a movie today because it's just like move, we got to move, we got to, blow this up, we got to shoot that thing. You miss out on all the character beats. Words and Pictures says, just looked up the writer Waylon Green. He wrote for Hill Street Blues, NYPD Blue, and Law and Order. I guess this film of male character interaction set him up for his career. Oh, very much so. Yeah, he's still around today, and yeah.
There goes the notifications again.
The reveal that Lee was Sykes' nephew, grandson, whatever. Yeah, is related to him. And he says, he's not worried that the kid got killed. Just did he do his job? Yeah. But that's the world they live in, Yeah. This is a quality script. Yes, it is. And I wish there were more like it. And I want to welcome Bush McFadden to.
Yeah. Hey, Bush.
Like that. Hello. We're about What's the timestamp, Bill? Probably what, about half hour, 40 minutes in, maybe.
42:24.
All right. Yeah, I think I have the DVD when they restored it.
Apache. He wants revenge. The link to the screening room pinned at the top. I don't think that water they're drinking the clear tequila.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
I actually got some real authentic tequila from Mexico with the worm in it.
Why are they denying that man his rage? Someone killed his father. Should go after him. Says I love food. Almost as the tune they giving their farewell. They'll never see them again.
So are they down in Mexico now?
Either New Mexico or Mexico or New Mexico or some border town in Texas or something.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Hard to say.
Unless they're on an Indian reservation.
I'd say they're somewhere in Mexico, though. There was a boob. It's an automobile.
This is supposed to be set in like the 20s.
I'd say so. Somewhere they've never seen a car before. They're impressed at what they're looking at, the car. And you know that there, lassie. That his sister? Oh,
Yeah,
was.
sorry, I was muted. Yeah, she's the girl who left him for the general. And is taking some glee and rubbing his face in it.
Damn.
Shite got real. Yes, it did. And it's going to get more real before it's over.
Hello, Daniel.
Daniel,
Hot topics.
hello. We're about 45, 50 minutes into the Wild Bunch. If you want to join us, the Cosme is in the chat.
$58.27.
Okay, sure. Moving faster than I thought. Meanwhile, words and pictures in the chat says I looked up the car. It's a 1914 Packard 138. If you got $500,000 plus today, you can buy one. A little out of my price range.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Ah,
One track mind.
yeah.
Because life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Yeah, that's what they're thinking. And if you recognize that actor, that's Alfonso Arrau, who was the bad guy in Three Amigos, El Guapo. Rather accomplished
And
actor
Romancing the
and
Stone.
director. Romancing the Stone, yes.
I got my rupee escape.
Right, shoot, man, a German looking for allies in the early 1900s. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Hello, son of a red shirt. Did the boys get to Mexico yet? Yeah,
Hey there, son of Richard.
they're there.
Yeah, I believe they are in Mexico. Mm-hmm.
We're about, a little over an hour in.
Yeah, looks like an hour 5 minutes. All right, so in the red shirt. Sounds good. See, he is a pirate. I'll drink the gold. Shimmy me timbers.
The Bashy landlubbers.
Oh, you could bypass that, Daniel. You should be able to bypass it. Just I forget the steps, but you should be able to bypass it. Just
Dad.
Yeah.
they got their drunk goggles on. They must all be really drunk because they're all got beer goggles on.
Dad, go back to Minecraft. Dad, those can actually save your life from a high height.
Okay.
So if you don't.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
All good.
Yeah, we got a long way, short time to get there. I'm
Yeah,
eastbound and watch out, bandit run. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
yeah, maybe I'll sing that on next Saturday. Well, actually, I think Deleted Scenes would sound really good with that song.
Really?
Yeah, you got a better voice than I do.
Well, thank you. All right, where are we? Okay, so we're getting to the second main action sequence of the movie, the train heist.
Yeah. Speaking of trains, I believe next week we're gonna do the original 310 to Yuma.
Oh, right on. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Glenn Ford and Van Heflin, I believe. Based on an Elmore Leonard story. Daniel's Hot Topics. I love this movie so far. I did not see all of it. Did anyone get shot? Yeah.
There should be a counter bar at the bottom.
Yeah. The opening action sequence of this movie kills off more people than most movies do.
They get to the part where Warren Oates learns what having horses a tandem means. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got to that.
Yep.
But yeah, this movie has the body count on the level of like a John Woo or a Rambo movie, you know. Cool. Bill, can we have a timestamp for
Yeah,
Celebration?
absolutely. 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 58 seconds. Is uncoupling the train.
I love who says the tension in the scene. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, where in a modern day movie, it would be like, go, we got to go now. We got to blow this up. You got to shoot that thing. No, this is a movie that takes its time.
the little Boy Scouts.
The kids, yeah.
They're just kids with a little shit eating grin on his face. So they're stealing all the guns to give to that general guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. The jig is up.
And Thornton is able to keep up and anticipate all these moves because he used to be one of them, so he knows what they're going to do. Or more importantly, he knows what Pike is going to do. Fast enough for you? Ooh.
Can those old engines even, old trains like that even really get up that fast?
Probably. Ooh. He's hamburger. Son of a Red Shirt is love how Robert Ryan is the only guy with enough experience to know what the fuck is going on. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely his advantage. Son of Red Shirts is absolutely right to lead it, in spite of all the action in this film, knows how to take the time and tell the story. Yeah. Agreed. Pacing of the film is right on. Yeah. I Love Food says, I'm not sure which group to root for. I almost forgot both groups are responsible for mass murder earlier. LOL. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It isn't black and white. It's gray. It's just varying shades of who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. Yeah. Senator Richard says Warren Oates is an effing legend. Have you guys seen him in other Peck and Paw classics like Major Dundee, Ride to High Country, or of course Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia?
No.
Oh, yeah, I've seen several of his movies. I have not seen Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia. I would like to, but I've never been able to find it on video anywhere. It's not a movie that gets shown on television much, I've noticed either. So, but Major Dundee I've seen. Ride to High Country I've seen. I like that movie quite a lot with Randolph Scott and Joel McCrea in that one. Got this Army officer realizing he's a little over his skis.
Son of Redshirt, I forgot. What was the other movie that John Wayne did with Dean Martin? Forgot the name. You said there was another one that they were in, other than the Rio Bravo. That's one stubborn horse. El Dorado. Let me look at that one up.
Dumbass. Shooting at the army.
Hmm. Well, that's the end of that bridge.
And that's the second time he did. Yeah.
I'm coming, damn it! Oh, I say that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kind of burying the hatchet here.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy will finish it off.
Oh, if you think that's bad, have you seen the Blues
Oh.
Brothers?
Yeah.
Where John Belushi downed a whole bottle of Jack?
That was the Animal House.
Oh yeah,
he takes
Animal
he
House.
takes he
Animal
takes
House,
the Jack Daniels and takes the old bottle and he gulps it down.
Same actor, ain't it?
Yeah, John Belushi.
Pulp culture
Hey,
curator.
Pop Culture.
I Love Food says, I like that the motivation of the head man of the Wild Bunch is he needs retirement money, life before Social Security and 401k. Yeah. And yes, Red Shirt, the other movie was Sons of Katie Elder. With Michael J. Anderson and Earl Holliman being the other two, if I remember correct.
Oh, okay. That's the one.
And they made Sons of Katie Elder as four brothers with Pop Culture Curator says Katie Elder was based on a real life prostitute. I wouldn't be surprised.
Our current time step is 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 8 seconds.
Now make note of that kid there, boy, because you're going to see him again later on.
Andale, andale, iba, iba. Sorry, no, gotta resist.
Oh, I shout that at my coworkers all the time. My coworker all the time.
I like that little Pancho Villa reference there, that you just kind of see him from a distance like that. That's pretty cool.
Pop culture curator. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, this is my. I'm sorry, my. I don't. I don't think I did. Pop culture. Sorry about that. Boy, my memory's getting bad in my old age. It's a really bummer, son of red shirt. That's right. Where's the age sucking chicken stealing gutter trash?
And Red Shirt says the man that plays General Malpachi was a pretty solid actor. He had several film credits to his name, and I also believe he successfully pursued Mexican politics for some time. Yeah, I believe he did. Yeah. And pop culture curators, are you talking about the guy that murdered his producer? I'm not aware of anybody in this movie doing that, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody whacked a movie producer or two sometime along the way.
Uh, yeah, he was a big time actor in Mexico.
I can't speak to that one. If he was, I'm not aware. Son of Richard said Edmund O'Brien, who plays the eldest of the Wild Bunch, was in one of the all-time great film classics, DOA. I brought up DOA earlier in the stream. Not to mention 75 to 100 other film credits to his name. Really solid journeyman actor, indeed. Words and Picture says, I guess when that Browning fires up, the body count goes ballistic. Oh, you have no idea. Yeah, red shirt. Autocorrect is not our friend. Uh, Pop culture curator. Yeah, I'm aware of that channel, and I actually do sub to that channel. Anyone who says I am your friend never is. Not normally. No.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to say. And especially not in this movie. I Love Food says that's a very stereotyped voice. Well, I don't think it's so much that they're trying to be stereotypical, is I think he's just playing on it. But he doesn't know who he's dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Checking to see that it's actually money this time.
Yep. No washers.
Hello to Rough Girl TV joining us. in the
Hey,
chat.
Rough Girl TV. Is that a carrot in your pocket? You excited to see me? An hour 49. 1 hour 49 minutes and 12 seconds is the timestamp. Uh-oh. Somebody dropped time. Right where we were going to... Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's no
Oh my God.
firearm control here at all.
Idiots. Oh my God.
That's a lot of rounds for that small of a gun. For old of a gun.
Get the mariachis to cover.
Oh no, not again.
That's an awful lot of rounds there.
Well, it's attached to the. He had a whole box attached, so
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, this time put it on a tripod.
The jig is up. Words and Pictures says, to be fair, he's been trying to die all film. Well, they all have, really.
Yeah.
Pop Culture Curator says, I think I loved Ernest Borgnine the most out of all the cast. Fantastic actor with a very broad range and never a bad performance. Oh yeah, he's my favorite character in the movie. For sure, hands down. Words and Pictures, it's not lagging on my end. I don't know about anybody else, but I haven't had any trouble so far.
Yeah, that tends to happen over the net, though.
Refresh the page, all good now. Okay, cool. Curator says, Borgnine threatened Peckinpah that he would kick his butt, which he's very capable of doing. Yeah. Because the thing you got to remember about the actors in this movie, these were guys who served in World War II. These were guys who lived through the Depression. They took shit off of no one. You know, not like the candy asses we have in Hollywood today, who, you know, have the bends if they don't have their limos and their lattes or anything like that. Red Shirt says Robert Ryan had a fantastic career as well. Have any of you guys seen his film noir classics like Crossfire with Robert Mitchum? Or this setup directed by Robert Wise? He got nominated for an Oscar for Crossfire, if I remember correct. I've never seen the movie straight through myself, but I understand it's very good.
Well, you mentioned the Oscars. They're supposed to be going on tonight.
Yeah, in about an hour. Yeah. When I leave here, I'm going over to FYI. I'm going over to Chris Gore's channel, Film Threat, and I'm going to watch his coverage, and I think he's going to have a lot of fun dumping on the show.
Yeah.
What's the channel?
Film Threat.
Okay.
Go ahead and put it in the chat.
That's Chris Gore's channel. Now let me see if I can find it, and I'll put it up. Yes, I think he's starting right about now.
So by the time we're done here, I'll already be halfway over.
No, because the movie's only got about 20 minutes left.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're at 158.35.
Yeah. Curator, he's not promoting the Oscars. He's commenting on them. And if you've followed Chris Gore at all, you will know that he's not happy with present day Hollywood by any stretch of the imagination. So it's going to be kind of like MST3K style riffing on the telecast.
That sounds like.
Yeah, wasn't last year's Oscars like the lowest ever rated Oscars?
One of them, yeah.
I always know for years that show's been going downhill. Of course, Hollywood and the establishment.
If Dune wins something, I'm happy. Past that, yeah.
That was a big Mexican.
Easier to shoot.
When I hear when I hear the word Academy Awards, it's like, oh, dread. It's like instant dread. The word torture.
It was fun to watch back in the day, but now there's no point. Pop culture curator saying West Side Story will probably win everything except Best Director. Spielberg is a white male; he won't win. No, I don't think he's going to. I don't think the movie will win anything more than maybe one or two awards. I think the actress who plays Anita, Ariana DeBose, I think she'll win. She's very good in that movie. She's the best part of the movie. So I think her award will be the only one the movie gets. Anyway, back to the Wild Bunch. We've reached the third act. We're into the conclusion. Angel has been captured by Malpatchy and is being tortured. And the bunch, they're none too thrilled about that shit. So they're trying to buy him back at this point. Yeah, curator. Into Heights should have been nominated for at least something. That's a very good movie, and it didn't get its due. I agree. And again, more proof of how every kid in this movie is an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, look, those kids were laughing and giggling at the scorpion being eaten by the ants.
Nothing says happy children like a nearly dead man being dragged behind a car. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
in this movie. Pop culture curator. I never saw In the Heights, but I remember the campaign from Hollywood that worked to kill it. Yeah, they did everything possible to bury it because it wasn't woke. But I recommend that one to anyone who hasn't seen it.
I saw The Heights. That's a good musical.
Yeah.
Not bad. Ugh, that's just gross. That's just filthy. I don't think anybody gives two F's about that film, Pop Culture Curator. That was like a blip on the radar of just garbage.
Son of a Red Shirt. Haven't seen the West Side Story remake. Mentioned Robert Wise earlier. He was the director of the original. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
The remake is what it is. You know, I've seen it. It's what it is. It's a remake. They didn't have to do it.
No, sure did.
But like I said, the actress who plays Anita is very good. The actor who plays Riff fucking crushes it. He's great. But it's one of those movies where it's well done. It's pretty to look at, but that's all it is.
Uh-huh. Anybody knew why they showed that shot of the bird on the floor like that? What significance did that have?
Symbolism. Yeah.
Ah, thank you, Words with Picture. Symbols, but nobody gets out alive.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, and even more with them walking down the four of them
Yeah.
and the singing. You just know shit's about to go down.
And for anyone who's joining us who has not seen this movie before, you are about to see why it is so well remembered. You're about to see one of the best action sequences ever shot. It's on now.
Nobody's shooting back. Oh, the German guy. Oh, now.
Von Sorrell's gone. Here we go.
You can get on that gun.
I'm actually surprised they showed blood.
some. Get some.
Hello to the lovely Sherry.
Hello, the lovely Sherry. Damn.
Bitch.
Ooh.
And there's the kid.
Oh, the kid. Damn.
And breathe. Yeah, exactly.
The vultures. They're hungry. Yep, you guys are too late.
Excellent look. The guys just throw the boots off the dead men outside the bank are there with the vultures. Yeah, because that's what they are. They're vultures. Curator says his channel got deleted a few days ago. Shit, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's, all right, he's left a link in the chat to anyone who wants to resub. By all means, please do.
Yep. Currently at 13 pop culture. We'll get you back to 40. I think you were at 45, so we'll get you to 50, and then 100.
Yeah, I was up to FYI. I was up to 50 subs the other day, and apparently I'm back around like 48 or 49. So they do. There is that one sub or two that always seems to disappear.
Yeah, they always run an audit at the end of the day, and you know.
So yeah, that's the thing. Please make sure that you are still sub to not only Pulp Culture Curator's channel, but the Bill's channel, and to mine, and to Gorilla's Random Thoughts, because subs do disappear. So, please. Well played, Mr. Thornton.
Yeah, it has been a lazy bot. But he's been active the whole time. Every time I go live, the Stream Elements bot runs. See, if you give the bot a certain command, it will listen, and it will, like, it posts the link to my merch.
Oh, you got merch?
Yeah, I got merch. I got a lot of merch.
Oh, well, that was pretty good. That was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say I'd like westerns.
Where's Rejection says you got a Jedi Bill hoodie. Awesome. All right. That was the Wild Bunch. Next week we're gonna do the 310 to Yuma, the original 310 to Yuma, not the remake. So the remake was what 2004, I think, 2005, maybe. But anyway, we're doing the original. Oh, you're welcome. Words with Pictures. Glad you enjoyed the film. Yes, my cat is talking to me for some reason. I do not know.
Hey, I love food. It might be a used one, but I'm pretty sure you can arrange that.
And thank you again, Words and Pictures, for being in the chat for my show yesterday morning.
Yes, thank you.
Love how Robert Ryan and Edmund O'Brien make their peace and ride off together. Yeah. It's good to know that at least somebody got away by the end of it.
Hey, Senator Redshirt, I just put the link in the chat if you want to come and if you can join us for a moment. Cat enjoyed the film, I guess. I guess Midnight enjoyed the film too. Sure, but yeah, I was thinking doing the original 310 to Yuma next week. Maybe with a little short of the silent film, The Great Train Robbery. It's only like 10 minutes, so.
Oh.
And it's in the public domain, so I can actually show it. Yes, Midnight. Yes.
Midnight approved.
Yes, Midnight approved. Oh. All right.
Was the top stream deleted? Well, thank you, Words and Pictures. I do the best I can. Like I said, it's not my show. It's really more Matt's show. I'm more the sidekick, but with him out of internet range, I've kind of had to take over for the last few weeks, and I'm getting a little bit more confident being on air talent.
This is the big cat that was talking. Oh, and there he goes to the back of the chair. Yeah, I know. Yeah, cat, what can you do? Anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. Watching the last couple minutes, okay.
Well, thanks for having me on there, Jedi.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Glad you could join us. Anytime.
Yeah, so next week's original 310 to Yuma?
Yep,
The original 310. Yeah. With Glenn Ford. Yeah.
Okay.
See, Midnight, they're saying hello to you. They're saying hello.
Hey, Jethro, come here. Come here. Oh. Yeah. This is Jethro. Big old boy.
Yeah.
So is my cat. He's like 18 pounds.
Oh, yep, your cat has mine beat.
They get quite heavy when they're that big.
Well, I've come to the conclusion that the reason that they get so big and heavy is because once you neuter them and declaw them, they got nothing better to do than eat.
Yeah, mine's been an eater since he was a kitten. I've literally had him since he was a kitten. So he was only a couple months old when 8 weeks old when I had that guy, so he's been with me the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, son of a red shirt.
Hey, son. You there? We can't hear you yet. Yeah. Definitely a classic, and the ending was stellar. I mean, that's one of those guy films that's like, yeah, to the last man. It, it's the Butch Cassidy and, type ending. Did you want to say anything about the film, Son of Red Shirt?
He didn't do
Sorry, I'm just getting these earphones stuck in. I couldn't hear you there. What did you just say?
Did you want to add anything about the Wild Bunch or 310 Yuma?
Oh, God, yeah. Well, the Wild Bunch. I came late, so I'm sure you guys covered a lot of the ground I already had. It was a pretty good all-star cast, even with a few of the guys you might not be familiar with, like Warren Oates and Ben Johnson. Warren Oates has had a great career, and he's starred in some absolute memorable movies. If you boys ever get a chance to see Two Lane Blacktop, Warren Oates in Two Lane Blacktop plays the character of GTO. It's all about people drive back in the 60s when the muscle car culture was around. It's kind of like the death of the muscle car culture, where guys would literally just drive from state to state looking for a race or a derby or a drag strip challenge that they could put money on and bet their cars and shit. James Taylor stars as the driver. All the names in this movie are great too. There's the driver, the mechanic, the girl, and GTO. And that's how they run it. If you like a good road movie that's got some beautiful fucking cars in it, and Warren Oates absolutely steals the show with some of the funniest fucking lines in the movie, hands down. Ben Johnson, who was in hundreds of westerns. Also, Ben Johnson in this movie, he played the older of the brothers, Warren Oates and Ben Johnson. If any of you guys remember Mighty Joe Young, the original Mighty Joe Young from way back in the day, he was the star of it. He was basically the hero. He was kind of unknown then. He's been in a dozen John Wayne westerns and maybe 100 other westerns too. There had been O'Brien, I mentioned before, that played the old prospector-looking character who was like the backup for the Wild Bunch. He was in one of the greatest film noirs of all time, DOA, Dead on Arrival. They've remade that movie a couple of times, but he did the original, and the original is the best by far. Fantastic film. You ever get a chance to see it. Of course, we all know Ernie Borgnine from the hundreds of films he's played in, from sci-fi classics like Escape from New York and The Poseidon Adventure, to his Oscar-winning role, his first role as a lovelorn butcher, a young butcher growing up in 50s New York. The film was named Marty. You might remember him from that. And rounding off, of course, the whole cast.
Disney's The Black Hole he was in.
Oh, yes, Disney's The Black Hole, yeah. Well, hundreds of McHale's Navy, a shitload of westerns, too. Like, he had a wonderful career, Ernest Borgnine. Absolutely wonderful career. Married to Tova Borgnine. I always remember that because it's the only woman I've ever heard named Tova.
Tova.
T-O-V-A.
Okay.
Tova Borgnine. Don't know where she was from, but seemed to be a lovely woman. Robert Ryan, who was in one of the great film, or in many hundreds of fucking films, Bridge on the River Kwai. But the one I always remember him from, that I'm sure you boys remember him from too, Sunset Boulevard. How fucking great was that? Billy Wilder's Sunset Boulevard. Fantastic movie. You ever get a chance, check it out. Yeah, absolute class act all around. The actor who played Malpatchy, a little embarrassed. I don't know his resume a bit better. He's gotten many movies to his credit, and very well-liked, well-respected Mexican actor who I do believe was a noteworthy figure in Mexican politics, whether it was local or more regional or more national. I'm not sure. I read that about him on IMDb. Had no idea. Malpatchy, the general. Great role. Vicious. I also think, well, a couple of Sam Peckinpah regulars like Dub Taylor. And I do believe, and I wish I checked IMDb before this, but I think this is one of Bruce Dern's earliest roles as one of the mutts that was running around with Deke Thornton's gang that were chasing the Wild Bunch. Bruce Dern, the father of Laura Dern, the hottie from Jurassic Park and Wild at Heart, who was also had touch of sci-fi greatness with one of the most bizarre sci-fi movies. I'm sure many of you guys have seen this, Silent Running.
Oh,
ever see Silent Running?
Yes.
Yeah, great, interesting film. And next week, Bill's just picking another classic, an absolute fantastic, the original 3:10 to Yuma, with one of my personal favorite actors, great Canadian transplant. And what else? It's funny, too, because I watch a bit of IMDb lately, and this guy's done hundreds of movies, Glenn Ford. On YouTube, there is a channel called the Glenn Ford Movie Channel. Oh, we got guests.
That's just his boy.
Yeah, he doesn't get gives me a heads up when he's gonna start talking.
It's okay.
I'm running multiple screens, so I have to click back to the other one here just to come mute it.
Oh, that's no problem. But at any rate, boys, please be sure you're here for Bill's next week, because that 3:10 to Yuma, the original, fantastic Western, fantastic old school Western. Doesn't have the body count of, say, the Wild Bunch, but a lot of tension. Great Van Heflin, very popular actor from the 40s and 50s. A little embarrassed to say I can't pull a couple of movies off the top of his head, but he's been in some quality stuff. Trust me, boys. You're not going to be disappointed. 3:10 to Yuma, the original. Great choice, Bill. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. One of your favorite sci-fi films, Dark Star, 1974.
Dark Star, 1974. Isn't that
John Carpenter?
It can't be.
Movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say a really old John Carpenter film. Okay.
That is certainly an old one.
All right, I got bail in, you guys. Supper's
and what
ready.
about the chat? Did everybody enjoy it? I didn't hear. I'm looking through the chat quickly here. I don't see any guys going just how fucking amazing was this movie. And thank you, Bill, for elevating both my Western and Sam Peckinpah education by playing it.
See ya.
Not a one.
See ya.
Well, I Love Food says top tier masterpiece.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Good call.
I did. I'm sure Words and Pictures probably did. All right.
Well,
I'm not sure. I don't know if we have any questions in chat right now, but if you are, thank you for sticking with us to
Absolutely.
the show.
And you take care, Gorilla with Random Thoughts. Thank you for hanging out, brother.
Cheers, Gorilla.
Gorilla had to go. So
yep.
Thank you for Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Words and Pictures. Yes, the film is outstanding. Thank you, Bill, for elevating my.
Absolutely. Right on. I enjoy hosting these, and remember, I don't think that they'll. These are live events, and because of YouTube guidelines, we cannot show them on YouTube because copyright laws suck, and YouTube, they're pretty strict. So, anyway.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but there is no way around it, guys. What can you say? Also, just as an option, there's nothing stopping you from watching the movie on your own medium or whatever, and having Bill's on in the background as a replay. You sync up, you get an idea when the guys are talking. The only downside with that is, and Bill, this isn't your fault, but I know a lot of the films you watch, you're anxious to see, or sometimes you've been looking forward to see for so long, you just haven't seen it yet. So there's no commentary or anything going on. Whereas some guys will say, watch Star Wars. We've all seen Star Wars 10 dozen fucking times. I love it. I'm not being derisive whatsoever, but I'm just saying none of us would get mad if, there's background chatter with guys going, hey, remember this scene? And did you know that Han Solo, or did you know that Harrison Ford was only blah, blah, blah at this? And that's, one, because we all seen it. We're not we're not missing anything. But a film like The Wild Bunch, if you've only seen it once or twice, or you haven't seen it in 30 years, you don't want to overtalk it because you don't want to miss anything. I don't know. There's a idea that popped into my head a while ago that maybe you should do at least once or twice a month a movie that you know well. Say like we were talking about it a minute ago, Escape from New York. You've seen Escape from New York a dozen times. Yeah. You know that movie very well. So nobody, if you're watching that, then you could do a commentary, a track along with it, your thoughts as you go, where, we naturally hesitate on a movie we've never seen before.
Or a movie like this. I saw this years ago, probably with my dad. Mm-hmm. I'm revisiting it, and it's been so long, I was just like watching it new again,
Right. Sure. Yeah, I get you. I was over at Spockney's channel earlier, and he was saying that, he loved coming by, but his only problem is that you guys don't really talk. And it made me think, and there's a reason, because a lot of the times Bill's chose a movie that he hasn't seen in years, or that one he wants to get reacquainted with, or that, is such a classic, he's in awe of it. But I kind of get that. If you can't follow along on Cosme or whatever the medium is you're watching, you kind of want to hear the guys talking, because people want to hear your opinion. That's why they're tuning in quite often, to hear the shit you say. So there might be a workaround for that. We just got to think on that. Put our brains together and canoodle that, just so more people can be participatory.
Yeah, for example, this movie I've seen, so I could talk about. This movie I've seen, so I could talk about it. When you get into the movies like last week, like with Trinity, I haven't seen those movies, so those were first watches for me. So it was more like me trying to react to certain things, and then try to, at the same time watch the movie, and that's not always ideal. Yeah. But but yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there. But I understand what you're getting at, Redshirt. Is these things can get maybe a little boring if you're not talking through the whole thing. But I'm just saying, with you, on occasions, like Bill throws one at me that I haven't seen, so I'm like, hey, I got to kind of wing it,
Yeah. We've all been in the movie theater where there's some annoying jerk talking over the thing, and you want to go and give him a smack. But he's generally not commenting on the film. He's going, hey, man, you know what Sheila said to me the other night? That fucking bitch. She wouldn't blow me, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. I'm here to watch a movie,
Yeah.
But, we'll figure out a workaround for that someday. Just my idea is that more people get to participate. More people get to enjoy, Yeah. So sometimes you got to listen to the critique or the criticisms and try to incorporate them into improving your next adventure, which next week's going to be 3:10 to Yuma. If anybody talks over that, I'm going to hunt you down on YouTube and I'm going to smite you.
Yeah. Truly classic.
Right. 100%.
Film comes first. Talk is absolutely. Especially when it comes to these wonderful Western classics. That's what they are. They're classics. They don't make films like these anymore. Westerns is a basically dying breed. They don't make westerns like they used to.
No.
They're
Well, there
too
was,
far and too few between.
And nothing.
Very
I know
lasting.
we're not suggesting that nothing should change and everything should be the same. Of course not. Of course not. We understand that we got to grow, we got to get new stories and shit in. But boy, when you watch a movie like that, it really does highlight. You don't see films made like this anymore, and what a golden time that was for cinema.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why.
Or not.
That's why I have open panel on these, so for anybody who has seen the film can add commentary. I may not always know, or like I'm watching because I've watched it, 30 or 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, I think that'll do it for today. Everybody have a great evening. And we'll see you next week. And usually
take care, all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bloody bell icon.
That's right.
Get those reminders in there so you know ahead of time. So you know to book off this kind of time on a Sunday so we can all get together and enjoy some manly westerns.
All right, y'all have a good evening. We'll see you later, folks.